Hello followers and welcome to a very special video. This is going to be a test world video, but also there's a couple of things to discuss from me personally as well, like my 200 subscribers. Thank you for 200 subscribers on my YouTube channel. I'm not going to be doing anything majorly special. I think 250 is a bigger milestone, so we'll do something special for that one. And this is also my 250th video. So, excuse me, I would like to do something special, but honestly I haven't really got anything to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to be testing a new machine there behind me. It's a Redstone machine, and then I might give you, if we have a bit of time here, a bit of an update on map development, because as I said in a channel update a few weeks ago, I am not doing map development anymore. I've sort of changed my mind a little on that. But yeah, I will inform you of that duly. First thing I want to do though is show off this machine. Now what this is it's some sort of like, it's an exchange basically. It's an exchange machine. And as you can see, there's a villager trapped in here. Name's Drake. I mean, the name's pretty insignificant, but basically you have a chest here. And you drop a piece of white wool in. This is just as an example item. This is in the latest snapshot, by the way, 13 week 09C, because this needs 1.5 mechanics to work. And you drop a piece of wool in, and it processes it. You get your wool straight back out through a dispenser, which is behind that bedrock, and it releases the villager. Now, this is... let me show you the redstone for it. It's a pretty simple, quite compact design. It's a one-use only thing. You could remove this and make it many uses, but you would have to find a way then to make the wool leave the chest, or I think it's the hopper. Is it the... no. Yeah, it's this bottom hopper, because it runs on for 45 items. Then when the 46th item is added, the signal extends to 3, which activates this redstone block, which is on a sticky piston. So you could take it out manually to reset it, and then this one goes this way, and this powers the dispenser back here and the pistons. And that's done on an inverter. So the idea behind this is it's basically like an exchange thing to free villagers basically, or you could free anything with it. And I'm sure there's many more applications of this instead of just using the whole free the villager thing. Wherever Drake has now disappeared to. I do have some villagers wandering around in this test world, for some apparent reason. But yeah, this is what this does. And this is something which is going to be debuting in a map that I am going to be working on. And I'll do a separate video on this completely from this video to fully explain it. And I'm going to go through the map and what it is. But basically, this is going to be debuting in an upcoming map of mine. I wouldn't call it a CTM, really. It is in a sense, because you collect things, but you don't really complete a monument. You use it in these exchange boxes. So it's what I call it myself is a CTM / adventure / roleplay hybrid. It's kind of a mixture of all three, is what I would call it. And it's going to be compatible with 1.5. I'm building a lot of it on 1.5 mechanics. There are a few other machines around my test world here where you may have seen them in the snapshot videos, like there's one over there, and I think that's it. This isn't one. This was an early draft of that before I condensed it down. And there's another machine there as well. This is all testing for my map. It's going to be a very big map, that's for sure. It will take a long time to complete, but I will go through all deadlines and such in a future video on that. Yeah, excuse me, I have to keep clearing my throat. I'm not entirely sure why. But yeah, this is this equivalent exchange machine, I guess you could call it, villager for wool, and then it returns the wool out of a dispenser, which is up here. Because it's one use only, that's the idea behind the map, so you can't abuse the system. It will only take one item, so for example, if you put a piece of glass in, it's not going to do anything, basically, because that's how I have the wool laid out. that's something. Actually, I don't, do I? I just have it in one slot at the end. That's something I'm going to have to double check so that I block any other items coming through. But that's just something just to tinker with, really. The bedrock is here to prevent access to the dispenser. As you can see, the dispenser's there, and also on the top, so that can be accessed there. This is a standard template, just made of sandstone. This sandstone would have to be bedrock in the actual design to prevent it being broken into. Though I guess you could make could you make the front something else? I think you'd be able to make the front here something else, because that's the front wall. Let's have a look. Is there anything on this front wall, really? Oh yes, this right. Oh no, there isn't. I think you could actually customize the front wall on this design. This is only a draft type template design. I tried to condense it down as much as possible, and that's as small as I could really get it for what it actually does. Somebody who has more redstone knowledge might be able to condense this down further, but that's about as close as I can get with it, really. So yeah, that's the exchange. So yeah, moving on from that, there's not a whole lot more to test on this test world, but what I do want to say is, again, a big thank you to all my subscribers, and happy 250th video. Normally I do like little specials for it, but I'm only going to be repeating myself. So maybe when we reach 250 subscribers, I might be able to do something special for that. Maybe like a special Mr. M's mission episode or something. Not entirely sure on that one yet, but I don't know, really. We'll see how things go. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this test world video. I hope that you found this interesting, and this will, as I say, be debuted in an upcoming map, which I will talk about a little later in another test world video, perhaps the next episode, when I have refined another machine, which is, I'll give you a hint, it's that one, what we're talking about next. And that might not be for a while yet, but we'll see how things go. But yeah, I'm happy with how that's turned out. I'm probably going to be moving to a new test world soon, as this place is beginning to get into a bit of a mess, so I'll probably do that after the 1.5 update. I'll move on and start doing other things. Stuff like this has randomly started appearing through me testing TNT. So yeah, that pretty much covers today's episode of Mr. M's Test World, or what is it, Mr. MFretwell's Test World? I don't know what it is, I just call it my Test World. But yeah, that pretty much covers it, so I hope that you have enjoyed this episode, I hope that you've liked the machine, and I hope to see you in the next episode. So until then guys, see you later, and have a good day.